Hi, my name is Madison Clark, and I'm part of the Natural Resources strand at North Hartford High School.
Hi, I'm Cherise. I'm in the Animal strand.
My name is Savannah Blythe, and I'm in the Animal strand.
Hi, my name is Paul Johnson. I'm in the Plant strand.
My name is Jose Canton, and I am in the Natural Resources strand.
So my capstone project is recycling, and it's a cost-benefit analysis on recycling and trash disposal at North Hartford High School.
I'm doing a retrospective study testing the effects of chemotherapy on canines with lymphoma.
My capstone project studies porcupines in captivity. I basically set out food for them to see how quickly they could forage for it, and over time wanted to see if they could decrease their time that it took them to forage, and if captivity was a reason for why they took so long.
So for my capstone project, I am testing different ratios of fertilizer on green giant arborvitae to see which one's going to promote optimum growth.
My capstone project was analyzing chemical water quality in different aquatic vegetations. I chose to do American water lotus and then the common SAV.
I decided to join the magnet program in 8th grade when I was in the woods, and I decided that for a job I didn't want to sit at a desk, and that the best place to be would be out in the woods. So I decided to look at magnet programs, and North Hartford's the one that came up.
As a student, I feel like I've had more experiences that most other students don't get in high school, so it's influenced it in a big way. I've gotten to do so many things.
Cat dissections has really made me appreciate my cat at home more, and now I know what's inside of it.
Being part of the magnet program has influenced me as a student to be more confident in the things I did. It helped me with time management, and it helps me appreciate the fact that North Hartford's a really great agricultural school.
Well, growing up on a farm my whole life, I just want to further my knowledge on agriculture, and the magnet program has honestly done that for me.
I decided to join the magnet program because I originally wanted to be a vet, and the magnet program had an on-campus barn that I thought was really creative because you actually got to do hands-on experiences with the animals instead of just reading out of a textbook.
Ever since I was a little kid, I had a passion for animals, and when I discovered this program, I thought it would be a good idea to get a chance to experience.
In 8th grade, I wanted to be an environmental lawyer, so I figured I should know as much about environmental science as it is, and I've always loved being in the environment, and a lot of that's what my family does. So when I was first looking at schools, I saw North Hartford, and I fell in love with it. The first time I was here for the interview, I had so much fun. I just hung out with my friends, and I got to meet so many more people who were just about as passionate as I was. And when I got told that I got in, I was super excited, and it's always been kind of like, it's always felt like home to me.
Coming up to the plant strand, we had to do plant ID every week and take the CPH, which is a certified professional horticulturist, and I actually passed that, and I actually work in a nursery.
Being in the magnet program has influenced me to become an environmental scientist and go on to a 4-year college and teach about agriculture.
So for college, I plan to go to Iowa State University to pursue a career in ag systems technology.
Being a part of the magnet program, I thought it was kind of going to be a little easier because it was kind of natural resources and not so hard, and definitely being outdoors, and that's something I kind of knew about. It turned out to be really, really hard, and that kind of prepared me for what I want to do in my life, and realizing that it's not an easy thing to do, and it takes a lot of patience and a lot of hard work, and that's just really prepared me for what I want to do next and for the rest of the world.
I've changed as a student by being less timid and being more confident in the things that I want.
Ever since I was a little kid, I had a passion for animals, and when I discovered this program, I thought it would be a good idea to get a chance to experience.
Originally, I wanted to be a vet, as I stated, but through the magnet program, a lot of my capstone and SAE projects included animal behavior, which led me to want to go into the career of psychology. And through studying animal behavior, it made me more passionate about looking more into human behavior.
There's a lot of experiences that I really like. Probably one of my favorites we did sophomore year in Miss O'Leary's class. We did we called it a bio blitz of our school pond, where we looked at both physical, chemical, analytical, pretty much analysis of the pond. And one of the things that I got to do was I got to kayak across the pond to measure the depth and also measure the distance and how large our pond really is and what we could see there. We also got to do a fish study, and it was just amazing that there's all these aspects that all of us got to work on, and it was just a huge group effort, and we had a lot of fun, and I'd love to do it again.
Well, beforehand, I knew what a vet was and what they did, but I mean, now I get a chance to have deeper understanding what a vet does and because of the experience and such.
Cool experience I had was I got to stick my hand in the side of a cow. We got to castrate many of the animals on campus, the pigs, the sheep.
Because of the magnet program, I'm one step ahead of the other students and I'm better prepared for college.
So I'm going to St. Mary's College, and that's impacted me because I found out that we actually as students get to do a capstone project every single year at St. Mary's. So this year has definitely influenced me to be prepared to what I'm going to be doing in college again and again and again.
I would like to thank Mr. Merle for being the head of the magnet program, Mr. Glenn and Miss Warner for being my teachers during this time, and also Mrs. O'Leary for helping me find the mentors at Roxbury.
I met a lot of people that have impacted me. Most of the people that impacted me were the ones at the zoo. I met amazing zookeepers that were funny and they were from all parts of life. Like some were in college, some were going on to be, like I had one zookeeper went into the Peace Corps and some of them are going on to be vets.
Miss O'Leary's definitely impacted me and she's influenced me to be a better person. Shout out to Miss Harris too for being my mentor. And I love meeting all the people in the magnet program, science teachers especially, because they're also involved and enthusiastic about this program and what it means.